Hello. How are you guys? How's it going? How's it going? It's been like a hot second, huh? I've been gone. I've been out of here. It's been a very, very busy last time I streamed was last Thursday, so it's been like a little bit more than a week, like 10 days or something. God, I feel like it's been a million years, I'm not even gonna lie. Did you miss me? I've been busy. I graduated. We already know this. But I had the actual like graduation ceremony. Then after the graduation ceremony, I drove my car to Texas, which took 3 days. It was really fun though. I really like road trips. I drove my car back to Texas. Then I was in Texas with my family for a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks? I was there for like 6 days. What the fuck? Why did I say that? I've already lost it, you guys. I already lost track of time. I was there for like less than a week. What the hell? Yeah, I meant to say a couple of days, I guess. I was there for like 6 days. And then I flew back and I attended Anime Boston, which was very, very fun. If you have not yet checked out the video in the pinned message, I recorded at Anime Boston and edited it together into a video situation that I am very proud of and was a lot of work, so please check it out. And that's kind of what I want to yap about today, in addition to just what I've been up to, is my, like, filming stuff. So when I was in Houston, I was digging around, basically, like, our old electronics equipment, and I was looking for, digital cameras. I was looking for, like, we had like a Nikon Coolpix, I think, which I know where it is now. My sister took it. My sister took it without even like asking, like, does anyone else want this thing? No, she just took it for herself. Well, whatever. Whatever. I'm mad at her, but it's fine. I was looking for something like that, and I ended up unearthing, like 3 cameras. One of them was a flip camera. I'm not even sure what company made these flip cameras. What? What was the brand that made... Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Those flip cameras, flip video? The Cisco flip video. And they were made in 2009. They had like a USB port that would come out the side. I'll show you. I'm talking about these. It looks like this. And we had one in my childhood. And it's like a digital camera, and it doesn't have, sort of the gimmick of it is it doesn't have like an SD card. It's not flipped out in this picture. This on the right side is a USB drive, so like it has a USB stick kind of built into the camera, and it connects right to your computer, and that's how you get your videos off, and it's just videos. It's like a camcorder. It doesn't take photos. And I really wanted to use it. That was my original plan, is I wanted to film on this thing, because it has a crazy kind of bit crushed look. I think the one that I had was, I believe, the Flip 2. Yeah, Flip Ultra HD. I'm not sure what year it was from. It had to have been like 2008 or 2009. And I wanted to film on that. I wanted to have like sort of a 2000s kind of look. And I found the camera. I found I had to put batteries in it. It just runs on like AAA batteries or AA batteries or one of those, like just normal batteries. So I found the batteries, I put it all together, and I was like, sweet! And I just love it because it's so cute and tiny. Like, I don't know if you can tell from this picture, but it's super small and light. Like, it's great for carrying around in your bag and whatever. I guess that was kind of the point back in the day. But because people probably still had like flip phones and stuff. But when I plugged it all in, unfortunately, it was no longer working. I could play back what was on the camera, but it wouldn't record anything. It would just record like static. And I was devastated. I was very sad. I was very sad. I did find 4 videos on that camera. I found 4 videos of a family vacation we took when I was 9, which I guess would have been like 2010, 2011 when those videos were taken. I found 4 videos of a family vacation we took when I was 9, and I emailed them to my grandma and stuff, and I was like, look at these old videos I found. It was very cute. But unfortunately, the flip camera was a bust. And then I pulled down this black bag, this mysterious black leather bag, which was super heavy. I was like, what the hell is in this? And I opened it up, and lo and behold, it was, it was a beautiful Sony TRV-103, which my dad used to belong to my dad, and I guess I can show you guys a picture of this one too, so you have like a frame of reference for what I'm talking about. Yeah, but a Sony TRV, it is this kind of camcorder, and I don't know if this is like a weird thing to say about a camera, but it is beautiful to me. She is beautiful to me. It is a beautiful piece of machinery to me. It's very well made, made in Japan, in Japan's economic 90s boom, right at the end of the 90s. My dad doesn't know exactly what year he got this camera, but my research implies that it has to be either 1998 or 1999. And interestingly, this camera is kind of the first of its kind. There were a lot after that, sort of throughout like the early 2000s. But this camera is pretty unique. It has a lot of features that were quickly done away with. It has this like night vision camera. Yeah, it has all kinds of interesting stuff, and it is a beautiful camera. It's a beautiful device to me. It has all these like analog switches and buttons and stuff. It has a big you can't see in this picture. The other side is where you put in tape. It shoots on tape, and one thing that I must communicate to you guys is that this thing is heavy. This thing is massive, compared to like this is like the size comparison. Like this is how big it's the size of like 6 flip cameras. It is a massive beast, and you have to like hold it with one hand kind of, and it was a very interesting experience to shoot with it. It was so much fun, and I was like, oh, I gotta take this with me. This thing is awesome. And I need to clarify that when I was home in Houston, I couldn't get it to turn on because we didn't have a charger for the battery. So basically what I had that I got from my dad that I took down from the closet was a bag with, it was a bag with the camera. It had a tape in it and a battery attached to it. And then there was like another tape in the bag, but there was no charger for the battery and there were no cables. So for context with this camera, you can run it sort of 2 ways. You can plug in a battery adapter and plug it into the wall for like, just unlimited power. It's plugged into the wall, but obviously I can't. That's for if you're going to set it up to film something indoors. It's not for like taking it around and filming at a convention. For that, you can use just like a typical, it's a pretty standard like hot swappable rechargeable battery. But the problem being I didn't have the charger. So, and when I found the camera, I was going back to Boston in like 3 days. So I was like, okay, I went on Amazon and I ordered a charger. I ordered like 3 things for it. Cause basically what, I ordered a charger, I ordered a tape, and then I ordered, this like component cables that for transferring it to digital so that I could like post it to YouTube and stuff. So I ordered that stuff online, and then when I got back to Boston with the camera and the battery, all that stuff was waiting for me, which is good. And the thing was, I got it all, and I I plugged the battery in. This is the original battery that came with the camera. So this battery is from 1999. And I plugged it into the charger for a while, and then I put it back in the camera, and nothing happened. I was like, shit. I was like, okay, so either A, this battery is probably long degraded and I need a new battery, which is the best case scenario because that's very easy to replace, or something is wrong with the camera and I have to take it somewhere, which I'm not going to have time to do because Anime Boston is in 2 days. So I was very devastated. I was just very anxious because I was like, oh my god. What if the camera's broken? Because then I'm going to have to take it. I couldn't just take this to, I don't know. I don't think you can take a 1999 camcorder to like the iPhone repair place. I think you'd have to take it to some kind of like vintage camera place. I wouldn't even know where to start. I would have figured it out, but it would have been a hassle. So I went on Amazon again. Not shout out Amazon. I try not to buy stuff from Amazon, but I need stuff overnight, okay? Don't cancel me. And so I went on Amazon and I was going to order a new battery for overnight shipping. And I was like, okay. So I added it to my cart and whatever. And then I go to sleep. This is the day before Anime Boston. I'm like, okay, it'll get here tomorrow. The day before. And then I wake up in the morning, the next morning, and I'm like, okay, let me go check Amazon, check my order, and see if it's here. And I check it, and it's like, it didn't order for some reason. It just left it in my cart. I think like I picked the wrong card or something, or the payment. I don't know. But it didn't order. I was like, fuck. Fuck. I don't know what happened there, and it's very embarrassing. And I was freaking out. I was like, shit. I'm not even gonna have the battery. And I'm screwed. I can't use it. And so I went on and I ordered, you could still get it overnight, but I got like expedited overnight for an extra like $3. So it was like, I think it got there at like between 4 in the morning and 8 in the morning. And we were trying to leave for the convention at 9. So the new battery from Amazon literally got there like an hour before we had to leave to go to the convention. And I was like, oh shit, I hope it works. And it came like a little bit charged and I put it in the camera and it worked. And I was so happy. And then I had all the pieces. So ultimately I had to buy a battery, a charger, a tape, and transfer cables. And I want to say in total it was like $30 or $40 extra to get it working, which is not so bad. I do believe this camera at the time of its release was quite expensive. I mean, actually, I knew that. I think it was like $1,000 or something at the time that it was originally sold, original price. Trying to see if I got the price. I don't know exactly where I found this information, but I feel like I remember reading somewhere that this camera was pretty expensive at the time when it was sold. So I didn't want to just give up on it. I really wanted to take it with me, and everything ended up working out. I ended up getting all the batteries that I needed. I got it working, and I took it around Anime Boston. And this is where I quickly learned that this thing is so fucking heavy. This thing is massive. I'm trying to like find more information. I'm like Googling. I'm wondering if I can tell you an exact weight. I'm like doing my... I did a lot of research before I came, but I forgot all the numbers. Yeah, this thing is like... I don't know, it's a couple of pounds. It's like 3 or 4 pounds, which doesn't sound that heavy, but it's kind of heavy to carry around all day long, you know? And it's very heavy compared to like a camera phone. Anime con video was really nice. Great aesthetics and vibes. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. I was just talking about how I was getting everything all set up. And it's just like, it's totally, I've never recorded to film before. And it's totally different than recording like digital video. There's like a lot of other kind of stuff that goes into it. At least with a camera this old, like, trying to think exactly, you have to like rewind the tape and stuff. It's very interesting. I really, really enjoyed shooting on it. It was really fun. I also, struck up some conversations with boomers, which never happens to me at anime conventions. I never talk to like the old heads, but they saw me carrying around my 1999 camera, and a few of them saw me and were like, "Is that camera from like the 90s?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." And I got to talking to some older people, which is cool actually. You know, they have a lot. They have a lot of wisdom or whatever. Like they have interesting. Some of them had like interesting stories about like the cons of old and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I am a Zoomer, and anime conventions are overrun with teenagers. But sometime if you ever go to an anime convention, you should try striking up a conversation with like an old man, because he was probably there when the ancient texts were written. He probably remembers like having to buy cassette tapes and watch them in hotel rooms at anime conventions, which is so interesting to me. And kind of got back to sort of why I was doing this, like why I was recording anime con footage on a 1999 camera, was that I was hoping to sort of capture a little bit of the vibe of like the 90s and early 2000s con scene, which really fascinates me. You know, did I say cassette tape? I meant VHS. And y'all leave me alone. I don't know. Yeah. This is before my time, okay? Like, I didn't watch VHS tapes growing up. I was in the DVD era. I had DVDs as a kid, and not even for very long. We had like I watched a lot of cable and like on-demand movies and stuff. We used to get Redbox DVDs sometimes. But yeah, I'm of the DVD generation. I basically have never like watched a cassette tape. I had a CRT TV in my house, in my room, very briefly as a child, but we got like a digital, regular like flat screen TV pretty young as a child. I'm not like that. What I'm trying to say is I'm not like a child of the analog era. Yeah, so I was born in 2002, and so it's possible that when I was really, really young, like we watched a couple of things on VHS, but like, I don't know, like, I don't really remember it. I don't remember like watching. I really have like, I don't want to say I have like a secondhand nostalgia for VHS and stuff like that. I think it's very interesting, and as like a film school graduate, oh my god, I graduated as like someone with a film degree and who's interested in like art and filmmaking. The aesthetics of it interest me. It interests me a lot how different it looks and feels from shooting digital, but I don't really have like personal nostalgia for it, I guess. I also, when I was younger, not so much anymore, my dad in specific was like pretty into tech. My dad really liked to always have like the newest thing in tech. So if there was something changing, like when we kind of had the jump like from CRT to like LCD TV and flat screen and all that stuff, like my house was a very early adopter because my dad was just into that kind of stuff. So it's possible that like some people my age had CRT and stuff like that in their house a lot longer than I did, but my dad really liked to buy fancy new tech stuff, so we got rid of it pretty quick, I think. Well, yeah, what I'm trying to say, I really have no memories of this. Like, to me, that's kind of why I wanted to track down this flip camera, the like 2008, 2009 flip camera, because to me, the like 2008, 9, 10 digital look is like what I'm nostalgic for. Like when I look back on my childhood videos, like if I'm gonna watch like a home movie from my house, it's on this like low quality compressed digital. It's not on tapes. So, you know, it just has a different look, totally. And honestly, I think that this kind of stuff, the like 2008, 9, 10s sort of digital cameras, they look pretty bad. Like, I think that there's an argument to be made for, like, analog video tapes looking better than digital, like, even modern digital video. And because they have such a, like, unique texture about it. But I outside of, like, purely nostalgic, there's not much of an argument that, like, digital cameras looked better back then. They can look pretty ass. It's pretty pixely. It's really, like, blown out and washed out, if that makes sense. Like, if you look at a lot of video from, like, 2007, 8, 9, that kind of time, it's, like, the whites are super bright. So if you have, like, a bright light in your video or it's outside, it kind of just all looks gray. It doesn't look good, but it does look, I don't know, it looks like the videos from my childhood, I guess. Like, I'm of the generation that was between tapes and the iPhone, you know? And between tapes and the iPhone, we had these little, like, handheld cameras, or you had, like a camera on your flip phone or your BlackBerry or whatever. And those cameras, they look pretty bad, but they have a very nostalgic quality. Yeah, so about the transfer, so what I got, what is the exact thing that I bought? I'll tell you guys how I got my, my tapes to digital. And just let me say that I watched a lot of, like, YouTube tutorials and stuff. This is not, like, a tutorial. I'm not the person to teach you how to do this. There are people who explain it better. But it was pretty simple. So I got a VHS to digital converter, which is just like a cable. It's like a video capture. It was $20 on Amazon. And it just has, like, the VHS component cables, the red, yellow, white, which you plug into the camera, and then you plug the USB cable into your computer, and then you open up, I used OBS, but I think, some people in the tutorial said you can do it in Premiere or, like, Windows Movie Maker, because some of these videos were old, but you open up some, like, video capture software, and then you can set the video input as your VHS device, and then you just rewind all the way back to the beginning of your tape, or whatever you want to capture. Then you start capturing it, and then you just have to play it all the way through and record it. I will say, I think next time I shoot tape like this, I will, like, change, I think, the recording setting, because I think that I'm pretty happy with the way that the footage came out. I think it looks the way I wanted it to. But I think that the transfer could have been better. I think that, I could have gotten it to be, like, a little bit sharper if I change my capture settings. So next time I'm going to try tweaking my capture settings a little bit. But other than that, I was very happy with the results. I filmed everything I wanted to film for the most part. Let me tell you guys, so I went to Hololive Super Karaoke Party, which was, like, the Hololive performance that they had at Anime Boston. It was so much fun. However, they were insanely strict about no photo or video. None at all. And they had, sometimes places will say that, but then they don't really enforce it. No, they were, like, asking people to leave. They were really, really serious about no photo or videos at this Hololive thing. And I think it must have been because it was, like, really and truly live. Like, the members, it was Bae and Fuamoko were there, and they were there, like, in person. Like, not, obviously they weren't, like, on the stage, but they were, like, in the building. So I think if like something had gone wrong, if something had disconnected or something weird had happened, it could have been a problem. That's my theory, at least, as to why they were so strict about no photo or video. And also because it's like supposed to be special, I guess, and it's VTubers, so like if you film it, it kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know. It was really, really fun, but my point being, I did go to that, and it was a big event, and I was really excited, and it was really fun, but I didn't film it because HoloLive would have assassinated me. Yeah, the camera has ports that are meant to connect to like a CRT TV, basically. But you can get a cable that adapts that into USB. Yeah, but I think that it ended up being really fun. It's a very different like recording experience to getting your phone out. It feels... I'm trying to think of like the best wording for it without sounding like super sappy about it. If there's like a different intentionality behind recording on like a big like bulky camcorder than with your phone. So first of all, like when you take the camcorder out, first of all, it's really huge and heavy, and you have to carry it around all day. So if you're gonna be carrying a camcorder like this around at a convention or an event or wherever, like you're already committing. It's already like there's already something really substantial there versus like carrying your phone around, which you're definitely gonna do anyway. And one thing I noticed was when you open it up, it has like a startup screen. Like it has like a Windows blue screen, like Sony systems, whatever, like, and then it like takes a second because the tape starts spinning, it starts whirring. Like there's a delay between when you're turning the camera on and when you can actually start shooting. And then when you press the record button, there's also like kind of a 1 second delay. So it's not as immediate as whipping your phone out to take a video. And like if something cool is happening in that exact moment and you really need to film it right then and there, it's just like it's not gonna happen. Like I definitely missed some like good moments I recorded like a lot of the Idol showcase and a lot of like the dance performances, and like probably I missed some of the cooler dance moments because it takes my camera like 4 seconds before I can start recording. So that kind of changed the way that I went about like the recording process, and it put me into like more of an environmental headspace, I guess, where more my goal was like to capture the vibe and the environment than to like capture a specific moment, I guess. Like, because my goal with this was I was kind of like archiving Anime Boston, right? Like, I was archiving like this moment where everyone was here together, and for this moment in time, for this weekend, and I wanted to like capture everyone to film and sort of make it immortal, right? Like it feels everlasting, and I appreciate that. I think it's cool because now I have like a physical tape. It's very tangible. It's like I've made this moment, I've made this weekend sort of like a physical memory that I can keep on my shelf and have forever, which is cool. As opposed to like my phone, where I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of people do actually, but I don't ever look at my phone camera roll. I just don't like. I feel like it's very fleeting. Like, I take a video on my phone and then I forget about it. Whereas now I have sort of like a physical object. And then also, obviously, I needed to transfer the stuff from the tape to digital. So when I got back from the convention, I had to like physically put the tape in and rewind it and record it and go through the footage that I had. And it was really fun. It was really cool to reminisce, sort of, even though it had been like just a couple of hours because I just got back. But it felt very intentional, I guess. If that makes sense. Like it has like a very intentional feeling when you have to go in and digitize your tapes and have them and store them and all that stuff, I guess. And it was really, really fun, and I'm really happy with the footage that I got, and I'm really happy with the response that the video has gotten, actually. It's only been a day, and I have had so many awesome comments. Like, okay, so I don't want to like brag, but the video, it's getting like the exact reactions I wanted, I guess, out of people, which is that people are talking about like the nostalgia and stuff like that. And I like that the footage itself sort of like makes something that happened yesterday nostalgic, which is cool because time is so fleeting, right? Like it happened yesterday and it already feels like it was a long time ago. And that was sort of my goal, is I was like capturing this feeling that, here's my little artist statement on my little art project, because I do kind of consider this an art project, is that like I'm capturing this moment that happened like 24 hours ago, and yet in the mind's eye, right, memory is like a crazy thing. So it's like in our memory, what is the material difference between something that happened 24 hours ago and something that happened 20 years ago when you put it through the same sort of like digital lens? Like if I was able to take a picture or a video of 1999 on my iPhone camera, it wouldn't look like 1999. And the reverse is true. When I film an event in 2025 on this 90s camera, it feels like it's outside of time, and I think that's very fun. Like, there's something really fun to me about like shooting like Genshin Impact cosplayers on 1999 camera. It's very like removed from time. I like the anachronism. I think it's a lot of fun. I always love that kind of stuff in like movies or TV shows when they do something that's like wildly out of time period. And I agree. Yeah, I don't know, like I feel like the thing with like VHS is that it captures the feeling of remembering something, even if you weren't even there. Like, and I think that that's true for a lot of people, because like just think about how popular shooting like Polaroids and VHS has become with like Gen Z, and watching back old footage. Like I wanted to do this because I'd been obsessively watching old camcorder footage on YouTube, and even though I wasn't born yet, it feels like a memory to me, which is kind of crazy. So I was really excited that I could really recreate that feeling. And then the other thing going on in the comments was that people were pointing themselves out. A couple of people were like, that's me, and that's me. And that's really something I love about con footage. I always watch con footage. I always watch footage of cons that I go to and try to find myself or my friends. I think it's so much fun. And yeah, so the video has gotten like the exact response that I've been hoping for from people. And I'm sad that, you know, I think that in total I filmed about like half an hour of footage, like played back to back, and then the video was like 10 or 11 minutes. So I have a lot more footage that I guess will just go in my archives, just because like not a lot of it is good. A lot of it I'm like pointing the camera at the floor or something. Like there's a lot of nonsense footage. But there is like a lot of footage of me just walking like the con floor, the artist alley, or the hallways, and just filming like the crowds going by. And yeah, I'm sure that there's some people who I filmed who they did not make it to the final cut of the video, and I'm sorry, because I know it's fun to see yourself. But I also I thought that the footage that I was definitely happiest with was the footage from the concerts, and I think maybe it's the lighting. They had this like dramatic concert lighting going on, but I think that the footage I shot at the concerts just looks so beautiful. And I was really, really impressed with the zoom on this camera when I was trying to get this close up. I was worried that when I started zooming into things, it would start looking really pixely and crappy, and it actually looks really, really nice. I think it looks a lot better zoomed in, actually, which is cool. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking, like, all summer long, I'm going to be carrying this camcorder around. I have a lot of friends who play music, who are, like, in bands and stuff. I really want to take it and, like, record their live performances. But the analog will be pixeled. Yeah, pixeled, like, on my screen. Like, on my computer screen, I mean. As an educational video, it's not meant to be an educational video because I know less about it. Yeah, like not literally pixelated, but you know what I mean, like blurry or. It's also like so the camera that I'm using, it has like, you can see right here, it has like a little LCD screen, but the LCD screen has got to be like maximum 100 pixels. So when I watched the footage back on the camera itself and not on the computer, it's like it's completely incomparable to the actual final product. You can't tell at all. You can barely tell what anything is when you're looking on the screen that's built into the camera. It's like completely useless. So, yeah. Yeah, if any of you guys are thinking about doing this kind of thing yourself, I'd be happy to like link you the stuff I used, but that is about it. I got super, super lucky. Super, super, super lucky with just finding this camera, just stumbling across it. Because, just stumbling across this camera in my dad's closet. Because I do know that, unfortunately, like, going on eBay and trying to buy a 90s camcorder now will be, like, $200 to $300. Things that are old can get the price hiked up. So I definitely wouldn't have, like, gone on eBay and bought one of these. At least not yet, like, maybe someday. But I was very, very lucky to stumble across my dad's old one and be able to take it. And once I put the brand new battery in it, it worked like new. It worked perfectly. That's another thing I noticed is, like, consumer electronics. And I guess also literally everything. But electronics were so well made back then. Yeah, they were so high quality. Like, you can just tell, like, when you feel, like, the plastic, the stuff it's made out of. It's a really, really gorgeous camera. It's a really beautiful camera. It's really, really well made. And it's really stood the test of time, because I used it this year and it worked like new. And it was really awesome. It's a really fun experience. I also think that people, like, the people I was filming reacted differently to me pulling out this fucking 5-pound camcorder versus pulling out my phone. A lot of people were very intrigued by it. So I carried 3 bags throughout the day because you got to match your bag to your outfit. You know how it is. And only one of those bags was big enough to fit the camera in it. So the other 2 days, this camera, it has like a neck strap, and I just wore it around my neck, which, by the way, don't do that for like long periods of time. My neck started hurting. This thing is heavy as hell, but I was just kind of wearing it around like an accessory because I couldn't fit it in my bag. And a lot of older people kind of struck up conversations about it. And then when I would pull it out to film like cosplayers or whatever, I'd be like, "Oh, can I take a video?" I'd be like, "Oh, can I take your video? Can I take a video?" And then people would want to talk to me about it. They're like, "Oh, where did you get that? What kind of camera is that? What is it from?" I'm like, "Oh, it's from the 90s, and it was my dad's." And then it was just like a nice experience. It's a good conversation piece. If you start carrying around an old camera, old people will ask you about it. I had a really nice response from one of the I don't know what you call them. She was like a guide or something, like maybe like an usher. I don't know. She wasn't like an Anime Boston employee. She worked like for the convention center. And she was like an old lady, like clearly like she just works at the convention center. She's not like, she doesn't really know what's going on with all the anime stuff. But she thought the camera was really fun. Women have no pockets and tiny bags. Well, I usually carry a big bag, but I was dressed up in my my J fashion outfits, and so I carry cute bags. Like my bag that I was carrying the other 2 days carries everything that I possibly could need, except for this massive camera. Like I can fit my phone and my wallet and my charger and my pen light and my, did I already say wallet? And like my hand sanitizer, like all the stuff I usually carry around a convention fits, just not this camera. Let me see. I'm on eBay. TRV 103. Someone's selling one on eBay for 200. Yeah, like all of these are about, it's looking like it'll run you about $200 to try to buy one on eBay. But you can probably get cheaper camcorders. I know that I know some people I know were buying like digital camcorders new just on Amazon for like really cheap. And that was definitely getting them more of that like digital vibe. Because this camcorder from 1999 was one of the last kind of ones that Sony made that actually used a tape. I do believe it was only a few more years before they started making the totally digital camcorders. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to film, and I was really happy with the end product, honestly. Like it came out exactly how I was envisioning in my head, which is really awesome. And everyone seemed to enjoy it, which is cool. And yeah, I definitely am going to be filming a lot more on my VHS camera. I want to try. You guys know how I mentioned that the way that I digitized the tape was by recording it to OBS? So if you're anything like me, your first thought was, Amanda, aren't you using OBS to stream right now? And the answer is yes. And the answer is, well, hypothetically, could you use your VHS camera on OBS? And the answer is probably yes. That'd be kind of cool. Or if I could try it out. Where is it? You guys give me like 1 second. Do you guys want to see if this works? All right, live demo. I might be about to break something. Okay. I got my big ass camera bag. My camera bag actually, right now it has 2 cameras in it. Now it has like my digital camera, just my like Nikon camera. Let's see how this works. I'm just wondering. Oh God, I already think I broke something. Not the camera, but. Are you guys ready for my live digital experimentation? I should, and I say the digital is in reference to the computer, by the way. Okay, let's see. I'm always, like, testing random camera shit live, which is such a bad idea. I don't know. I honestly think you can see, like, any time I've posted, like, one of those IRL sort of videos, like the off-kai video and stuff, you can, like, see me in those videos. And I don't know, like, I don't think people can tell because I'm in, like, a group of people. So, like, you probably can't tell which one is me, but I am in them. I honestly don't think it'd be that hard to, like, face reveal dox me if you really wanted to, but whatever. Okay. Before I do anything, let's point the camera down. Alright. I just don't know if it'll do it, like, live, you know, like... Look for the giant horns. I'm not wearing the horns. Although, I guess some of you guys have met me. I don't know if anyone watching now has met me in real life. But, like... Some of you guys did. Oh, no. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, wait a second. See, it's powering up. I don't know if you guys can hear it, the tape. Alright, 1 second. This is gonna start to hurt my hand, I can tell. I don't have, like, a tripod for this. Video capture device. My webcam is unplugged. Hey guys! Oh, I'm on VHS. That's crazy. Let's put myself right here. I got it. Oh, there is no tech that I cannot technology. Hey! I'm just pointing the VHS camera at my screen. Hello! Woo! What? Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Oh, you could totally use this, like, if you were... Sorry, I'm just holding it in my hand. Sorry for the shaky. But, like, if you were, like, a face cam streamer, you could totally just use this as a webcam. That would be so awesome. Should I just become a real streamer? Just kidding. I'm way too lazy for that. You guys know that. I'm not a VTuber because I, like, value privacy or anything. I literally just, like, don't feel like putting on, like, makeup and cleaning my room before streaming. Also, is there an echo now? Oh, shit. Hello? Guess who's here on the camera mic? Okay, I can't keep holding this thing up. Like I said, it's heavy as hell. Oh. That's fun. Maybe my next hand camera stream will be on tape. Ooh. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty clear. I was worried it might not like filming the screen. Hi, Amanda on VHS. Hey guys, it's me, Amanda from 1999. Your favorite VTuber from back in the day. The zoom on this is really fun. I don't know if you guys can tell. I enjoy the zoom. Oh, that's fun that works. Let's get it. I'm back to normal mode. Okay. Yeah! That was fun. I love me some playing with the cameras, obviously. Let's unplug this. You see, if I'm quiet, can you guys hear it? I'll open the VHS thing up and you can hear it. Oh no, I don't think the mic's picking it up. That's what I like the sound that the VHS thing makes. It's high 8 tapes, so they're really small, which is good. Yeah, that's there's a little live demo for you of the good old Sony 103. Some just your classic component cables. So it's just anything that's like VCR to USB you can use. Or not VCR, VHS. There's too many letters! I keep saying the wrong type of thing. I meant VHS. So any VHS to USB is, I guess, all you need. Not every camcorder is like compatible with this cable thing. So you might want to check that out if you're gonna look into it. Well, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm definitely gonna shoot a lot more on this camera. I don't know if any of it will be like for posting to YouTube sort of business. You know, it'll definitely just be like just this summer, I guess. Instead of like taking a bunch of pictures and videos on my phone, I want to take videos on this of just like me and my friends living our best lives, just having a good old summer vacation. So that's my plan currently for the camera. I do like really this is gonna go without saying because you guys know that I just graduated from film school, but I really love like shooting video and editing it and stuff. And you know, sometimes I'm like, maybe it'd be fun to make like regular YouTube videos, like not like VTuber stuff where I have to like not really show my face. But then I'm like, I don't even know if I really want to be in videos. So, you know, I always like to experiment. I like to keep it funky fresh. I don't like to do the same thing all the time. So this is a little experiment in posting a little more IRL. I know I have already posted some IRL stuff on this channel, like the Offkai vlog. Speaking of Offkai, this has made me really sad that I'm not going to Offkai Expo, because first of all, how much fun would it be to film all the VTubers on VHS? And also, I've been thinking about and like reading and listening and watching a lot of like content about like sort of the history and culture of the anime convention. It fascinates me a lot, hence why I was trying to sort of recreate like a 90s convention. And I'm sad that this is Anime Boston was the last convention I have scheduled for the foreseeable future. I was gonna maybe go to another like Northeast Con, and I was maybe gonna go to Offkai Expo, but it looks like neither of those are happening. I'm a little bit sad about it. I wish that I was going to another con this summer. But it's not in the cards. But I will find some other fun stuff to film on VHS, and then maybe I can share it with you guys. Yeah. It's interesting. My little foray, my little experiment into seeing if I could make everyone feel nostalgic for a thing that just happened. And I think it worked. You know what I noticed? So I really like to watch old videos, right? Like I really like to watch like 90s videos when I can. Like if you ever are bored, like just go on YouTube and try to find like old like 90s videos. It's pretty fun. I really recommend looking up. There's a lot of footage of like Anime Expo and Anime Con from like the 90s. And go look up, like I was watching the other night the Evangelion cosplay sketches from 1999. And they're just so funny, and it's such a good vibe at these old conventions. But yeah, I love to watch that kind of stuff, and when I watch it, I'm always like, you know, like if you ever see someone on social media posting like an old video taken on an old camera, they'll be like, all the comments or whatever will be like, everyone looks so happy here. It's such a different time. Everyone looks so happy and innocent and whatever. And I feel the same way looking at footage I took yesterday on this camera, which proves to me I don't think people were happier in the 90s. Well, they probably were, but I don't think like everyone in those videos is so much happier than people in today's videos. I think that the camera has a lot to do with it. I really do. Because I feel that same way about the videos I took yesterday. Or maybe we've been conditioned. Maybe it's like a psychological thing. Maybe I've been conditioned to think that videos on VHS, like, just have a happier vibe. I don't know. That would be interesting. How did the 1999 cosplays look? They look super homemade, which I think is awesome. Like, I don't have anything against going on Amazon or, like, Doki Doki Cosplay, or you can buy pre-made cosplays from so many places nowadays, and that's awesome. I've bought pre-made cosplays, and it's, you know, everyone can cosplay whatever. You can just like buy your stuff on you can buy a wig and a cosplay on Amazon and just have the cosplay and you're all done, and that's awesome for people, and people really enjoy that. But like in 1999, there was no such thing as buying a cosplay. You had to make it or like assemble it out of like things you could find. So, you know, like you could like making like a Shinji cosplay is like, you probably for like his like regular outfit, you just need like a white shirt and pants, and like that's your Shinji cosplay. Boom. It's like, so you see a lot more people cosplaying like plain clothes characters, and then if they're in anything more elaborate, like it's handmade and it looks handmade, and I think it's fun. I think it's awesome. I love seeing handmade cosplays, even if they like don't look that bad. There's still commissioners? Like people who commission cosplays? I imagine that there were. It was probably a very different process. You know, you probably had to go on like, God, I don't even know where that would be happening. Like LiveJournal or something, like MySpace. I don't know where you would like get in contact with people, because I feel like the people people nowadays, if you want to commission a cosplay, you can go on like Instagram or like Etsy, but I don't know what website people would have been using in 1999. Guys, I wasn't alive then. I wasn't alive in 1999. I just feel nostalgia for it. I don't know, I wasn't there. But yeah, like you just had to do it yourself. You couldn't go online and buy a cosplay. And I think that that's cool. I think it's cool that people did it anyway, you know? Like, there's just like a lot more effort put into it, which is cool. You know, that's one thing that I think hasn't changed at all when it comes to anime conventions. A lot has changed. A lot has changed. But, people are still extremely passionate and putting in a lot of effort to show their appreciation. And this was mine for the weekend. I don't really cosplay, but my show of appreciation for the weekend was, committing it all to tape and publishing it for the world to see. That's how I show my love. No, I also draw, but that's like, yeah. I don't sell stuff at conventions. I would like to someday. That'd be fun. But yeah, that was my contribution to the little community. I also, like so many, there's a lot of footage. I took a lot of footage this weekend that was not in the video. That's just like me and my friends in the hotel room, like goofing off, sort of thing. Just footage for us, for me and my friends. And that footage is also very special to me. It has like a really fun energy. Yeah. So I'm excited to film more like personal stuff on this camera. Just film like my regular summer vacation. Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be good. I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah. My friends were so goofy. I was filming them, and I was like, "It's my camera from 1999." We were talking about it, and then they were like, "Okay, roll the camera." And I was like, I started rolling it, and then they're like, "Do not go to the do not go to the World Trade Center in 2001." Yeah, I don't know why their minds went immediately to 9/11 when I said I was gonna make footage that looked like it was from the 90s, but like, okay. God damn. So dark. Do not go to the World Trade Center. Do not go to the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. Do not do it. I'm a time traveler from 1999. Do not go to the World Trade Center. Hello. Acrylic stands. Like, man, I want to make Amanda merch so bad, but I don't think anyone would buy it. And that's okay. I want to be a marketable plushie. I want to be a marketable plushie. I really do. I am. So, what type of plushie? Marketable. I want to be like a Fumo, you know? It's like a little goobert. A little goobert plushie. So I am now, however, I am now back to streaming, which is cool. And it is time for the very much awaited. I know you guys have been waiting. I know you guys have been waiting for this one. Some of you guys have been waiting a long time. You guys know what it is. It's Kingdom Hearts 2. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. I don't know who this other guy is. There's like another guy on the cover. I don't know what his deal is. He's like blonde or something. That's cool. I like his jacket a lot. Yeah, so there's your art for, there's the art I did for Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it came out pretty nice. I know, I mean, I'm just assuming that the blonde guy, the other guy, is like the new main character. Like, it's probably like another protagonist. Because I've seen that guy around quite a bit. He seems important. He looks so much like Sora, though. Like, would you ever do an IRL stream from a 2010s GoPro? What do you mean by IRL stream? If you mean like the hand cam, I would do the hand cam with like whatever camera. But like, I don't know if I'll ever do like an IRL stream with just like my regular like face and stuff. I just don't know. It stresses me out, man. I love being an anime girl. Yeah, why a GoPro? I don't have a GoPro. I thought the point of a GoPro was to do like action. Like sports and stuff. You guys want to see me do some extreme sports? I'll die. Because I could like... do you wear a GoPro on your head? Just walk around. Walk around where? I feel like wearing a GoPro on your head is like... And like walking around... Like, I see people do that at like conventions, but that's only if it's like an exciting thing, like a convention or like a cool place. I don't go anywhere, and I also don't even know if I could. I don't even know if I could have a stream where I'm like walking around. It would have to be on like I don't even know, like Instagram or something, because you have to connect a GoPro. I have used a GoPro before. And you like you could connect it to your phone. But, like, I don't know if I could stream it to, I mean, I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's a way. Like, I've definitely seen people do it, but I don't know how people are like streaming to YouTube on the go sort of situation. I don't know, that sounds like it would be a lot of effort for something that wouldn't even be that interesting, because I don't know, I'm just here to like play games and stuff. I don't know if it would really be interesting to see a stream of me like going out and about in the real world. Just be like, hey guys, today I'm going to the grocery store. Also, I feel like I would probably dox myself. Let me see, making a series out of filming conventions on old cameras. I would love to do more. I would love to do more, but unfortunately, I just don't have any more conventions planned. I was maybe going to go to Kineticon, but I cannot make it. I'm going out of town, and I'm not going to Off-Kai Expo. So, yeah, that was kind of my last convention for a while. I definitely do plan on filming more stuff, just I don't know if any of it'll be, like, right for this channel, for YouTube. Probably not. Have I considered Anime NYC? When is Anime NYC? Also, how much is Anime NYC? Guys, I've never been to Anime NYC. It scares me a little bit. It's so massive. Oh, it's in August. Oh, wow, it's not for a long time. I also don't think I can make it to that, though. Yeah, I don't think I can make it to Anime NYC. Who are their guests? Oh my god, wait. Ollie's gonna be there. No, my Hololive favorite VTuber is gonna be there. Oh no. Oh god. I wanna go. Like, Anime NYC and Anime Expo get, like, insanely good guests. They always have, like, the best guests. Oh, man. That would be fun, but Anime, I can't make it. That's, I have a lot of stuff going on at the end of August. I won't be able to go to NYC. Well, I saw Bae and Fuwamoko at, Anime Boston, and it was so funny. I went to see this the Hololive thing at Anime Boston with, like, a group of, like, 6 friends, one of whom was also really into Hololive, one of whom was, like, vaguely familiar with Hololive, like, super casual viewer, and then the other ones had never, like, heard of Hololive. Like, they didn't know anything. They didn't know a single thing going in. And one of them, his friend, he had no idea what he was walking into. Not a clue. He lost his voice screaming "bow bow." He got so into Fuwamoko. He called Fuwamoko a quote-unquote generational performance. He was losing his mind. He was so into it. It was really, really funny. It was really funny. And so we were waiting in line. We were waiting in line for like an hour. More than an hour. We got in line really early for Hololive because it was in a smaller room and it was 100% gonna fill to capacity. So we got there really early, and so we were sitting in a line with like all of the hardcore Hololive bros. They had like their plushies and their checkies and their license, like people totally decked out, like the Hololive super fans. And then me, also a Hololive super fan, and then our friends who are not into Hololive. And obviously, because it's like a Hololive line at an anime convention, people are like chanting and talking and all that. And so, you know, someone is like, and people are doing the call and response. Like someone at the very front of the line starts yelling, like, oh god, what is it? Like, I'm not a Chihuahua. And then everyone goes, Fuwawa. And then everyone goes, and then he goes, I'm not Fuwawa. Everyone goes, Mokoko. And then he goes, and together we're, and everyone in the crowd goes, Fuwamoko. But my friend, who's never heard of anything, goes, and together we're Hololive. And I just like died laughing at together we're Hololive. I was losing my mind. He said it with full confidence. And I was like, you know what? Together we are Hololive. You're so right. And then I couldn't stop saying all weekend. I was like, first we hollow, then we live. Because it sounded like cheesy ass Marvel dialogue. Like, together we are Hololive. It was really, really funny. And then the guys in front of us in the line, like, caught on to that he didn't know anything about Hololive, and they thought it was really funny. And one of them pulls out, he has, like, a Fubuki plush, and, like, so everyone starts pulling out merch in the line and, like, quizzing him because he's funny. It's funny. It's like, do you guys remember when I made my sister, like, guess Phase Connect members? It was like that. So he pulls out, like, a Fubuki plush, and he's like, who's this? And he goes, Silverman? Yeah. I'm trying to think what other ones. Like, someone had... I'm trying to remember the other plushes. I don't know. And then he was like, no, wait, I do know one Hololive member. And then we were like, oh, which one? And he goes, the dog. And we're like, oh yeah, the dog. And he goes, yeah, Coco the dog. And there's like, you should have seen the reaction from the line. It was like 20 loud groans. Like everyone was like, oh. Coco the dog. Everyone was like, oh no, he was so close. Coco the dog. Yeah, it was pretty funny. He was definitely like the inline entertainment. Like the whole line thought it was really funny that he didn't know anything about Hololive. Because I guess it was funny because he was in like the most Hololive superfan place you could possibly be. And you guys know how Hololive fans are. They are deranged. They are next level deranged. So to have someone who doesn't know anything about it in the same line was pretty funny. I was amused. And then after the concert, we went up to my hotel room because we got a hotel room, and we were having like drinks and stuff. And I turned on the TV and I like turned it to YouTube and I started playing like Hololive concerts and we were like super into it. We had like a Hololive room party. It was a great time. Really fun. I have a lot of footage of the Hololive room party on my camera, but I can't show you guys because I'm like in it, but just trust me that it was a fun time. It was a grand old time, one might say. What else did I do at Anime Boston? I went to see Real, which was very funny. Can I play the audio? I don't know. I'd have to, like, look over it and make sure that no one, like, says anything they're not supposed to do. Because I'm actually, like, 100% certain that we, like, name drop our college. And I don't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe at some point, but not right this second. Not live. I need to look at it before. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We stayed in the hotel that's, like, attached to the convention center. So, if you don't know, the Prudential Center, like the venue that Anime Boston is in, is the Heinz Convention Center, which is attached to the Prudential Mall, which is like a massive mall. It's not a dead mall, it's an alive mall. It's a very crowded mall. And then it's like this massive complex. It's attached to a parking garage and 2 hotels and the mall has like a restaurant on top and the convention center. It's this enormous complex. And so if you stay in the hotel, you can get to like the mall and the convention center and all that without ever going outside. So if you get a hotel room, you never even have to step foot outside, which is good if it's hot or raining, which it was raining a lot of the weekend. So I was glad for that. And then we tried to save money by buying food like at the grocery store, and because you can eat, there's a lot of restaurants at the Prudential because it's like a mall, but it's just really expensive, and also the lines are insanely long. The camcorder video, that part, I filmed the mall part like at the very end, where there's like Dunkin' Donuts and the Shake Shack. Like the Dunkin' and the Shake Shack always have an insane line because they're right outside the convention center. So we were trying to avoid waiting in line for food, so we bought a bunch of food at the grocery store. We got just like instant noodles and stuff. And our freaking hotel room, this was like a nice hotel. The hotel room didn't have any microwave. It didn't have a microwave, which is like really weird, right? That's like weird. My hotels usually have microwaves, so we couldn't make any instant noodles. That's it. That's the whole story. It's not that exciting of a story. I was just like pissed off about it. Like, low-key, why wasn't there a microwave? Did I not bring a hot plate? Why the hell would I bring a hot plate? I don't even own a hot plate. What? Is that a normal thing to do, to bring a hot plate to a hotel? What are you talking about? Oh, sorry, I smacked the mic. Yeah, I've never heard of anyone bringing a hot plate to a hotel. You might not even be allowed. In some places, that's like a fire hazard. And yeah. No, my Anime Boston was ultimately, it was like pretty uneventful. I pretty much just showed up. I got my footage. Nothing like too crazy happened. I feel like the last couple of conventions I've been to, I had like kind of crazy stories, but nothing really crazy happened. We just hung out, had a good time, went to events. How did we eat then? We didn't end up eating any of the food we had to microwave. We also brought like bread and peanut butter and jelly, and we made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then we had like some muffins. So we just ate that. And then we got food with our friends one of the days. But we mostly avoided, we didn't pay for like, we didn't buy like breakfast or lunches, but we got dinners, which is plenty. We definitely saved a lot of money. Most important was just that I bought coffee, so I didn't wait in line at the Dunkin' because I need my coffees. And then also, I was in the fashion show, and when I went to get ready for the fashion show, I had to get there super early, and they brought us food, which is nice. Yeah, I weirdly find that like sometimes I don't get hungry at conventions, because I think I'm just like insanely busy, you know, it's just like adrenaline. It's like go, go, go. So you don't really feel hungry. And then you get to like 3 or 4 o'clock and you realize you haven't consumed a single calorie. And you're like, why do I feel like I'm gonna pass out? And then you remember that you haven't eaten. What did I go as? I didn't go as anything. It was the J fashion show. It wasn't the cosplay fashion show. It was like Lolita and stuff. Yeah, like, I think because usually I am, like, I noticeably get hungry before I get to the point to where, like, I start to feel faint. But at an anime convention, I think I'm just so go, go, go that you don't even notice until you feel like you're gonna die. And you're like, oh wait, I gotta eat. So mostly, like, we actually didn't end up eating a ton. Like, I think I didn't even really eat lunch the first day. What did I end up eating for dinner? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what I ate for dinner on Friday. I don't think I did. Maybe I didn't. What did I eat on Friday? Did I just not eat anything on Friday? Maybe I didn't. So Friday, we were at my apartment, and I ate, like, breakfast here, and then we went to the convention. Maybe I ate a muffin? And then on Saturday, I had breakfast. They brought us food in the dressing room. And then I had a PB&J for lunch, and then we did eat dinner at the Shake Shack that night. And then Sunday was the last day, so I think I didn't eat breakfast. And then I left the convention at like noon, so I just ate lunch when I got back to the apartment. So yeah, I think I actually I only bought one dinner out, which is really good. Yeah, it was very college life. But that's how it is. I got that PB&J. I probably would have eaten instant noodles for dinner the nights that I skipped dinner if they were available to me, but there was no microwave. Well, because also Saturday night, I wouldn't even say that counts as dinner. Saturday night, we went to the Hololive concert from like 7 to 8 or 9. Then we went to my hotel room, and I think I ate a bunch of chips, and then I had like a Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I had like 2 alcoholic beverages, and like half of an edible, and sorry, and then so like we just got like drunk. We didn't really eat dinner, and then we went back downstairs, and we like walked around, and then we got hungry, and so we ate. Like we ate. Yeah, we ate Shake Shack at like 11:30. That wasn't really dinner. It was like midnight. I don't know. We had fun though. Staying at a hotel is really fun because we had like a hotel party where we played Hololive and had drinks and stuff, and we are like, yeah, party! It was a really good time. I said because we were planning that Saturday night maybe we would go to like a bar, but then we didn't feel like it but I had bought a bunch of drinks because I was like, we're gonna want them. So I had bought like 2 cases of. I think I bought like hard seltzer. Yeah, I bought like vodka soda or something. Like not like hard liquor, but just like enough for us to have some drinks, and it was great. It was a great time. I'm not like a huge, like, I know some people like party all night at cons like all the time. I usually like Saturday nights at cons, I will like get drunk in a hotel room. But that's it. I don't know, I guess it depends who I'm with. Because like last year at Anime Boston and at Off-Kai Expo, I didn't have a hotel room in the hotel. But I had friends who did, and they were like, Amanda, come to the hotel room. And they had like a lot of drinks. They were having like full-on parties. Off-Kai Expo, people were getting really drunk at Off-Kai Expo, myself included. I was really drunk at Off-Kai Expo. But that's okay. Only embarrass myself a little. That's why I'm not going. I can't show my face there. Yeah. What else happened at Anime Boston? I got there. I went to a panel. Went to a show. I was in the fashion show. Then I did a lot of shopping. I spent a lot of money. I went to another concert. Then I went to the Idol show. And then I went to the swap meet where I also spent a lot of money. And then I left. That was it. I went to shows and I did shopping and I got drunk. What else can you do at an anime convention? It was super fun. Played a lot of arcade games. Love arcade games. Even though convention arcades are such a double-edged sword for me. They're kind of a nightmare, but they're also kind of fun. They get really crowded and the lines can be really annoying, but also it's really fun to be in like a crowded arcade and like get to talk to people about the games, because I usually never get to talk to nobody about Waka. I'm the only one I know who likes Waka. But it was still fun. I didn't even play on Geki once. They had an on Geki machine, but I didn't even go over there. I'm very one-track minded in arcades, okay? I just like Waka. What about you guys? You guys had anything exciting in the last week and a half? I went home to see my parents and it was super boring. I don't even know, like... It was just like super boring. I was like, God, I want to leave. And then I left, so there you go. And now I've just been working on some stuff. I've been working on editing the video, editing other videos. I'm cooking. Actually, not anything for you guys. I apologize. I don't want to lead you on and say I'm cooking videos that they're for you. They're not. They're for, like, my own, like, personal, like, my website and stuff that I need to get a job. So, sorry about that. It's not for you. But just trust me when I say I'm cooking. Support me anyway, you know. No. I don't know. And nothing else exciting happened to me in the last... I just went to the convention. That was it. I recorded. You guys saw most of the good stuff on the recording, you know? Shrug. I will try to think if there's anything coming up that would be fun to record for the channel. But I think it's mostly going to be offline sort of stuff. But I'm so excited to play Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm actually, like, so excited. I've been waiting for I've heard it's so good. Everyone's been telling me how good it is. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. This shit better live up to the hype. Y'all have hyped this up so much. Better be fucking good. That's all I'm gonna say. Kingdom Hearts 2, you better not let me down. Better not let me down, that's all I'm saying. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Kingdom Hearts 2. We're gonna jump right back into it. I'm super duper excited, so please, please, please make sure to be there. I've also, going into Kingdom Hearts 1, I had heard Simple and Clean before. I am under the, I think that this one has a different song, which I've never heard before. So come along for live song reaction, live opening song reaction. Also, I'm sure whatever song it is, it will almost certainly get me instantly demonetized, so, you know, show up and throw me some views, okay? Throw me a like or whatever, because they're gonna copy strike me, whatever. But also the video, the VHS video is copyrighted, which is a shame. I think I included a video of, like, the circus performance that I saw, which was really cool, by the way. And the second girl was doing the aerial silks to, Sweet But a Psycho. And that, like, 20-second clip of Sweet But Psycho got the copyrighted. So that's why it sounds like that in that video. It's, like, all garbly. It's because I YouTube, like, edit the song out. Which is really annoying. It really, like, interrupts the flow of my video that I worked really hard on. Because I really wanted it to be, like, a really good clip show. But whatever! I guess. Sigh. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8, so, almost this time. Please, please, please stop on by for Kingdom Hearts. I'm so excited. We are so back. We are so back, Kingdom Hearts fans. And also, please, if you have not yet, check out my VHS video about Anime Boston, which I worked very hard on. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? I'm going to try to find something to raid, but if not, I'm going to raid into the waiting room for tomorrow so you guys can set your reminders, okay? Yeah, I'm going to raid into the waiting room. So everyone set those bells. Go in there and hit the bell and get ready. Because it's going to be big. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Unless the game sucks, in which case I will shoot someone. Okay, let's go to darkness. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for waiting for me as I yet again disappeared for like a week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Kingdom Hearts. I'm excited to learn about this blonde child. What's his deal? All right. They better explain some shit from freaking Chain of Memories. I'm just saying, Chain of Memories better start making sense because I'm sick of it. I saw someone at Anime Boston cosplaying as Marluxia, and I almost threw hands on sight in real life. It triggered a fight or flight response in me. I was like, that guy made Chain of Memories. I hate that game. Alrighty, guys. Let's go to darkness. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out as we yap about cameras and cons and stuff. Because those are two of my favorite things. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Alright, bye.